She's fresh.
Exciting.
She's mighty. She's built like a glamazon.
This is Mike Diamond.
This is Miss Matinga, y'all.
And you are watching Homewerq, and today we have a very special guest,
Misael.
Miss Misael.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me back.
Back by popular demand.
One of our viewers said he wanted to fuck Misael cross-eyed, I believe.
Only one?
That's right.
Just the one.
And since Misael is starting out cross-eyed, it works out well.
Yes. And Misael, we brought you here today for a very specific topic.
Oh, what is that?
Growing old gracefully. And since you're a prime example of the opposite, we figured we can learn from your mistakes. So, how does one grow older gracefully as a homosexual?
How? How does one grow older?
Why? And for what reason?
Right. Or do you fight it every step of the way?
Every fucking step of the way.
You fight it a little bit.
Was it Catherine Deneuve that said...
Catherine Deneuve. My new drag name.
Yes. Who said that at some point you have to save either the face or the body. Was that her?
No, she said you have to choose between the face and the ass.
The face and the ass.
Okay.
I choose the face. I would choose the face. But do you still have to make that choice?
Yeah.
I think you do, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing is, like...
When you grow older, you have to gain a little bit weight, or else you're like, look...
Or else you're going to look kind of haggard.
Yeah.
So, don't get super thin, I guess. Judicious use of fillers and Fraxel and the like.
Yeah.
Juvederm. But don't go overboard. Don't get old David Geisty.
Like, for instance, I use Botox every 6 months. I haven't used it for like 9 months. I use it on my forehead, but not around my eyes.
Why?
The forehead, because when you get older, your skin loses some volume, so it goes like this.
That's right.
So the Botox will like kind of like...
It pumps up the volume.
It just brings it up a little bit.
Okay, so you use Botox.
Judicious use of fillers.
At some point, I may take to the needle.
Huh. Yeah, at some point she may take to the needle.
Okay, so but now here's the question.
The needle she uses is this big.
Yeah. Put the needle on it.
Is growing older as a gay man, I'm assuming this was about gay men, how is that different than growing older as any other person?
I think that gay men are so ageist
and cunty
and so lookist that there's as much pressure on a gay man growing older as there is on a straight woman growing older. Straight guys can get old and fat and still be considered sexy, but a gay man has to somehow hold on to some type of youthful vim and vigor.
Right.
But that's only if you are playing into the stereotypes, because you don't have to. I don't use face creams, I don't use fillers, I don't use
soap,
nothing.
Deodorant,
I'm
water.
just sitting here, bam, mid-40s, titties lopsided. It's here, girl. And
one at your knee,
sexy.
one at your ankle.
You know, so at this point, I have to throw one over my shoulder when I do the dishes.
Mizey, what you think?
Well,
You're from the fashion
you
world.
could work out, and if you lose your hair, just shave your hair bald, and you could be a hot daddy. You totally.
You could be a hot daddy.
And a lot of young guys like older guys.
If that's in your DNA. I don't have that kind of genetic makeup where I'm going to be a hot silver daddy. And now that I see 35 coming at me real soon.
But everyone plays that game, like walking into a sexual situation where you don't walk in, voguing and being all cunty. Not that you're not being really who you are.
Wait, are you saying that if you saw a 70-year-old man walk into the club voguing, that wouldn't turn you on?
Well, I am that dude walking into the club voguing. But no, what I'm saying is that, like, you can be cunty, but then when you walk into the sexual arena, it's not that you're not being genuine, you just bring it down a notch. I can like be a little masculine in the bedroom, give you a taste. As everyone knows, I'm a fisting top. And I can't walk into the room like, "Hi, this is Matinga from Homewerq. Welcome to this edition of my fist in your ass."
Right.
It's gotta be like, I walk in and I'm like, "Yo, what up? Good to see you."
You do not
I'm
feel
Antonio. It's like.
So you faking it?
No.
You perpetrating? You a fraud.
I'm being who I am. I'm being who I am in the bedroom, bitch. I'm being the top. I'm being the alpha, motherfucker.
Alpha?
Yes,
honey.
Alpha.
Alpo.
Right.
Bitch, no, let me let you know something.
I'm being alfalfa.
Okay. All right. Let her talk, please.
Yes.
But part of getting older is that you worry about, you worry about finances. You worry if
you better have money.
You're going to have enough money to last you. You worry about who's going to take care of you if you get sick.
Right.
Those are things that really, really,
So,
especially as
you
gay
know,
men, that
just
you
bring
do worry
gay
about.
men,
Damn,
yeah.
just
Sorry,
just
sorry,
bring me down,
sorry.
myself.
So it's like
I'm a
this.
little
care of
older than
me.
you guys.
It's like
Right.
this. Now, Misael, you're married.
Yes.
And you only got married so that you could stay in this country. But a side benefit.
Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth, bitch.
So, but it's like this, girl. I know you got married. We'll leave the green card issue aside. I know you only got married so you could have someone to wipe up your nasty diapers. And that's cute. And I know that there's some kind of love there, and that's wonderful. But for everybody else in the audience.
I only got married because you refused me, so I just...
But because two bottoms don't make a top. But
That's right.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
No, that is not true.
That is
in
true.
gay relationships, if two bottoms get together, then the one that's less of a bottom becomes a top.
But
And
they
that
fight it
happens
out.
all
They
the
fight it out,
time.
and the earrings
Right.
come
No,
off.
and
Right.
no, and sexuality is fluid. You could be bottom, and then you could be top, and then you could be bottom.
Oh, they're all bottoms, and that's great. No bottom shaming. Hey, that's great.
No bottom shaming.
But we're talking
That's
about.
right.
We're talking
I
about.
would
the
love to
elderly.
bottom. I just can't find somebody who I'm willing to let stick it in my booty.
Miss Thing is a school for the blind on 23rd Street.
Oh, bitch.
Now, wait
don't
a
try
minute.
it, honey. You're not
But-
growing old gayfully.
But now we're talking about growing old gayfully, and I'll
Yes.
say this: you better have money.
Have a little bit of money.
Because if you're old,
Yes.
you're gonna have to pay for it. I'm sorry, that's how it is. Unless you're like super duper amazing hot, you're gonna be paying for it, or at least paying for dinner and like some kids' rent or whatever.
No,
so
but you
make
could be ratchet.
your
You
dollars.
could be ratchet and old and still find a piece. Like there are these ratchet old fisting queens that they get laid every night. If you're working a niche market, you can get laid.
If you work in a fish
can get
market,
laid.
you could get laid.
Yes.
How are you gonna work fisting into every episode?
If
Honey.
you work at a place that offers 401k, take it.
What's
try
that?
Try to put 10% or as much as you can in it.
I did 401k at the club one night, and I got so high
Bitch, you
that
was on
I
the
woke
floor.
up.
You
honey,
did 10K.
I was on the floor. I woke up the next day. I was in somebody's house with
I know.
with things in my butt that died.
Right, and goddamn it, when are you taking them out?
I know. Well, you know.
But no, so here's the thing, though. I think that, in the gay community, we really do not respect our
Our
elders.
elders.
And we need to. For instance,
right.
gathering places and bars for older crowds, they're called glass caskets, wrinkle rooms, Misael's house.
Well, you know,
That's right.
I
can
think
tell
we
you
need to
something?
have more respect
I think we do.
for the people that fought for our rights that we enjoy today. Your generation, my young generation. We need to have respect for the elders in the LGBT
And
community.
that generation, their parents kicked them out of their house. Their family ostracized them. They've been through it. Their friends died
been
of.
through it.
That's when their friends died of AIDS.
That's right,
That's when
that's
they
right.
had the horrible
So that
AZT
you- so
medicine.
that you-
Remember when everybody got like a really big belly
That's
because
right.
the medicine
The Crick's
wasn't.
belly. You know why?
Yes.
Because
Crick's
we've-
Belly.
we
I want to have a
fought-
band called Crick's Belly and the Buffalo Humps.
That would be
Right.
great.
Right.
That would
Crick's
be great.
belly and-
I love that.
What's
That'd
up?
be great. That reminds me of
Listen, these young queens that
My
you know
first
that
track
are out
called
there,
Side
these
Effects.
older queens, we died for your sins, and now so that you could fit into heteronormative society, and you want to push us to the margins because we're cunty and we're old. Oh no, you're not gonna Marsha P. Johnson me
No.
like they did in that new movie Stonewall. I'm stepping to the forefront. I'm cunty, I'm old, I'm still fabulous. That's the whole thing. You gotta feel who you are, and you gotta feel you, and you gotta be confident. You know what? Confidence is sexy at any age, motherfucker.
And you take Boniva.
Right, but no, that Boniva, that's my.
That's for
That's
calcium
the lady
and
who cleans
shit.
my kitchen, Miss Boniva. You know Miss
Oh.
Boniva?
Yeah, and how's she
You know
doing,
Miss
girl?
Boniva.
She
She's from
owes me
Jamaica, Miss
$5.
Boniva.
Yeah,
Miss Boniva.
yeah, she
I
owes me
know,
$5.
girl.
You
You
ain't
better
never
put
getting that
pencil
back,
marks
honey.
on the
Oh,
liquor
no.
bottles. That's what I'm trying to say.
So wait a minute.
You do feel better in your skin when
As
you
you
get
get
older.
older.
As
Like when
it
Yeah.
droops from
No,
your body.
Even
Yeah.
if that happens, you do feel better about
When I
yourself.
was 26 years old and I had a trick pussy and a 29-inch waist, I would look in the mirror and I didn't feel worthy. Now that I'm 40,
You go to the new beaches and you take it all off and
that's
you prance
right.
around. And
That's right. And I show up the little bishop in a turtleneck and my little belly, and it's fabulous. And I could still vogue and I could still drop to the floor. And
You
I got
dropping
little
to the
money.
floor.
your ass
all
cheeks
right.
still fall to the floor.
I
touch
think they
the
call
floor.
that a stroke, and the paramedics are
Oh,
called.
my ass cheeks. Oh no, my ass cheeks. My ass looks like a dead rabbit at this point. It's
Miss
really,
Misael.
You do not want
And it's one of
see.
those floppy-eared
It
ones.
said the rabbit died, girl.
Miss
no,
Misael,
it's
Miss
not
Misael,
good.
you a faggot of a certain age.
She a woman of a certain age.
Now we're not gonna
We're
get it.
about the same age.
No,
all
we're
about the
not.
same age.
We're in that same age box. box.
Well, if that box
We're 3 aged boxes.
Okay.
That's
Welcome
what we
to my
are.
box.
The boxes are old, girl.
Misael, you're a homosexual of
Honey.
a certain age. You work in the fashion industry, basically.
Yes.
Everything
That's
is
right.
based on looks. Why more so for gay men? And how do we deal with that? Sunblock? Cover up?
You know
Parasols?
what? I think that's
Burqa?
I think that's bullshit.
Why is that bullshit?
I think that's bullshit. I think we still live in a misogynist world. Women have it a lot worse than men.
But they get the benefit of
That's absolutely
delicious
true.
straight
A
cock.
black man became president before a woman. Black men were
But
able
the
to
woman,
vote before women.
the woman's next up.
Women are still being
The woman's
paid
next up.
73% on the dollar, less than men.
That's
and
crazy.
gay rights have still come, and people still, even and women are the largest people that bring other women down. It's true.
Yes, that is true.
And gays
So,
bring
but-
gays down, and blacks bring gays down. We all bring each other down.
So I think, growing old gayfully.
But that's bullshit. We don't have it worse than women. We absolutely
confident.
I didn't know.
not.
Wait a minute. Nobody
Absolutely
was saying.
not.
But nobody was saying that.
You just said that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Rewind that
I
tape.
did.
You hate
No,
you hate women, Michael.
You hate your own mother.
Honey, you're a suffragette.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you suffragette.
Honey.
And by the way, it's pronounced Sriracha Day.
Shiraja Day. That's your new
So,
daughter.
Here's the thing now.
You know what? Growing older gracefully.
Gracefully.
John Gacy.
Listen,
You know,
John
Jo-
you know Janet from Three's Company?
Joyce DeWitt.
Joyce DeWitt.
is a gay man.
She said the
She could knock on my door.
She said the trick to growing old gracefully is that you have to go into the mirror and look at your naked ass. And even if you don't like it, you look at it and you keep looking at it
Until you go
keep
blind.
looking at it
until you make peace with it.
until
I swear
everything
to God,
goes
she's-
dark. And then you wake up on the floor and then you just go on about your day.
Well, that's great for
But you
Joyce
just have
DeWitt.
to
She was
say
a dancer.
little lines and wrinkles. It's okay. It's fine. What's the guy from Star Trek?
Patrick
Jean-Luc
Stewart.
Picard.
No, the
He's
gay
so
one. The gay
sexy.
one. The gay one.
Oh, George Takei.
His Twitter is. I love his Twitter.
It's
Check
so
it out.
Is it Takei or
fierce.
Takei?
He just tells
George
people.
Takei.
He just
Okay,
tells
so the
people off.
gay guy from Star Trek, George Takei.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
an example of like an older gay man who's
who's doing it right.
who's doing it gayfully.
Yeah, that's right. Walter Mercado.
Oh my God,
Mercado.
Ian
Uh,
McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Ian
Ian
McKellen.
McKellen. Now that's how you do it.
Look at
Bitch,
that.
Victor
career.
Garber.
he's motherfucking Gandalf.
Victor Garber.
Right.
He's Magneto.
That's right.
And by the way, ain't nothing like a gum job, baby. Just an old faggot, yes, going crazy.
Take your
That's-
teeth off. Show us.
I'm not taking my teeth off now. I think the key to grow older gayfully is like growing older for anybody else. Respect yourself.
That's right.
Be who you are.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
And you know what? When you get older, people are not only looking at you for beauty; they're looking at you for your compassion,
Your
for your
substance.
intelligence, for
Have a little substance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No substances.
Your ass is gonna fall a little
Depends
bit.
on- your ass is gonna fall a lot, maybe.
Your ass is gonna fall out. If we got to be perfectly
That's
frank
right,
here,
that's
you
right.
know. I think the thing is, though, be who you are. And if who you are is an old faggot in a diaper at Walmart, then that's who you are. Love yourself.
Honey.
Now we have aged since we started
thought you were
taping.
gonna say-
Two of us visibly. This is Mike Diamond.
This is Miss Matinga.
Ow! And this is Miss Misael, who'll never be on again. Learn it.